Imagine a fortress so secure that even the guards called it inescapable. It sits on an isolated rock, surrounded by the freezing, fast-moving, and deadly waters of the San Francisco Bay. Welcome to Alcatraz, the ultimate end of the line for America's most dangerous criminals. For 29 years, no one ever successfully escaped. Until the night of June 11th, 1962. 3 men did the absolute impossible. They broke out. But the most terrifying part, they didn't use bombs or guns. They bypassed the tightest security in the world using stolen spoons, old magazines, and a broken vacuum cleaner motor. The FBI claims they drowned in the dark ocean. But decades later, a mysterious letter arrived at a police station, proving they might still be alive today. Drop your theory in the comments, because this is the greatest unsolved escape in American history. Chapter 1: The Masterminds. Alcatraz was designed to break men. There were head counts every single hour. The walls were thick concrete, and the steel bars were tool-proof. But Frank Morris was not a normal prisoner. He possessed an IQ of 133, ranking in the top 2% of the human population. He partnered with 2 brothers, John and Clarence Anglin, who were expert swimmers and survivalists. For over 6 months, they plotted right under the noses of the guards. Their plan was so complex, it feels like a Hollywood movie. Chapter 2: The Impossible Tools. To get out of their cells, they needed to remove the air ventilation grates in their walls. But how do you chip away concrete without making a single sound? They stole metal spoons from the dining hall and sharpened them using a dime-sized coin. To speed up the process, Frank Morris stole the motor from a broken vacuum cleaner, attached a drill bit, and created a homemade power drill. To mask the loud noise of the drilling, they only worked during the daily music hour, playing an accordion as loudly as they could while chipping away the wall behind their beds. But the real genius was yet to come. Chapter 3: The Dummies. If they left their beds empty, the guards would notice immediately during the night patrols. So, they created dummy heads. Using toilet paper, soap, toothpaste, and concrete dust, they sculpted perfectly realistic human heads. They even visited the prison barbershop and swept up real human hair from the floor to glue onto the dummy heads. In the dim light of a prison cell, they looked exactly like sleeping men. Chapter 4: The Breakout. At 9:30 p.m. on June 11th, the lights went out. The 3 men placed the dummy heads on their pillows. They squeezed through the holes in their walls, climbed up the hidden utility corridor, and broke through the roof of the prison. They sneaked past the armed guard towers in the pitch-black night and made it to the freezing water's edge. They inflated a homemade raft built out of 50 stolen raincoats, pushed it into the deadly ocean, and vanished into the fog. Chapter 5: The Ghost Letter. The next morning, guards yelled at the men to wake up. When a guard reached through the bars and shoved one of the heads, it rolled onto the floor. Panic erupted. The largest manhunt in U.S. history began. The FBI searched the entire ocean. They found a paddle, a plastic bag, but absolutely no bodies. The official report stated they drowned. But in 2013, the San Francisco police received a handwritten letter. It read, "My name is John Anglin. I escaped from Alcatraz in 1962. Yes, we all made it that night. I am 83 years old and in bad shape. If you promise on TV that I will only do 1 year in jail, I will tell you exactly where I am." The FBI tested the fingerprints on the letter. The results were inconclusive. Did the ocean swallow them, or did they pull off the ultimate perfect crime? We may never know. Watch our next unsolved mystery right here.